Hello, Coach Holmes here, and today we're going to be talking about volume of spheres. Okay, this time we already talked about surface area, but this time we want to figure out how much is inside a figure like this. Now, this is two pieces, but I'm imagining if I put it all together, how much space is inside the sphere. All right, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for how much space can be filled up inside this ball. Okay, that's the main objective for today. Now, the formula for it is quite a bit different from surface area. It happens to be 4/3 times pi r cubed. Okay? Now, that's quite a bit of difference. Okay? 4/3 pi r cubed. So we know that pi is just 3.14, r is the radius. Okay? But the big difference between volume and the surface area is two things. One, the big difference is instead of multiplying by 4, I'm multiplying by 4/3 to get the volume. And then the radius is not squared, it's cubed for volume. Which means I'm multiplying a number 3 times rather than 2. That's the big difference, okay? That's a huge difference. Now, we still got to know what the radius is, but when it comes to volume, I got to cube the radius rather than square it. So if I look at my first example here. So this right here, that's my radius. So that means 4/3 pi r cubed. Now, I can go ahead and plug this 5 into my radius, into r. So I would get 4/3 times 3.14 times 5 squared. 5 cubed, I mean. Sorry, 5 cubed. Got used to it. Okay? Now, I can go ahead and cube that real quick, just to do step by step. 5 cubed is 125. So if I multiply all this out, I would get 523.3 repeating m cubed. And remember, the reason why we're cubing this is because it's a volume and not area. Now, look at my next problem here. Again, I gotta figure out what this is. And I know that since it's half of the circle, it's my radius. So obviously, like I said before, we just gotta know what our radius is, then we're able to solve it. So I'm going to do 4/3 pi r cubed. 4/3, replace pi with 3.14, replace r with 10. Now I can multiply all this out, I just got to make sure that the 10 is cubed. 4 divided by, and I'll show you how it looks in the calculator in a minute. So see this right here? See that little rooftop arrow thing? That tells the calculator that we have an exponent, which is going to be 3. So the button for that, it's going to be right here. Sorry. This is the button you use to find the exponent, or put the exponent in. So I'm going to enter it. 4,186.6 repeating inch cubed. And that's going to be the volume for a sphere of 10 inches for the radius. Now, and you may notice this, it pretty much is the same type of figures for the surface area, but we could easily find it with volume. So notice how this line goes from one end of the sphere to the other. Remember, that's just called diameter, of course. But remember, for diameter, we just gotta divide by 2, and we have our radius. So then I can do 4 over 3 pi r cubed, because remember, this is the volume. 4 over 3, 3.14, 4.5 cubed. Okay? So then, I'm going to multiply it all out. That gives me 381.51 millimeters cubed. All right. So again, even when we give a diameter, we just gotta find the radius by dividing by 2. So really, this is no different. That's my diameter. So I just gotta divide this by 2 to get me 9. And then 4 over 3 pi r cubed. Just replace pi with 3.14, replace r with 9. Multiply it out. So I'm doing 4 over 3 times 3.14 times 9 cubed. And that gives me 3,052.08 meters cubed. All right. So the biggest thing that we have to be able to recognize, so the biggest thing we have to consider is that for the formula, it's 4 over 3 pi r cubed. And the reason why we want to emphasize that is because while it kind of is similar to surface area, there's a big difference because instead of 4 times pi, it's 4 over 3 times pi. And instead of the r being squared, it's actually r cubed. Thank you and have a good day.